so many unused instruments. So to your point, that winds up being a lot of added work that's unnecessary. What kind of reduction are we talking?
So again, these are universal systems. So meaning they work with all of the vendors. And we've worked with all of the vendors to put their instrumentation in our configurations. But what we're looking at is anywhere from 6 to 8 trays. We get down to 3 trays every time.
So you're talking a reduction of a minimum of 50%.
Minimum.
And so what's that gonna look like for, a hospital that's trying to save money too? Because 50%, 8 trays down to 3, like I'm thinking there's shipping costs associated with that. There's all these other costs that not everybody thinks about. I know sterile processing departments are gonna think that's a lot less instruments for me, but there's gotta be something that the people who are managing the budget are looking at and saying, wow, that's gonna have a big impact on, from a more soft cost kind of standpoint.
Immediately, you're going to see a reduction in the processing costs at the facility level. So if you go from 7 or 8 trays down to 3, there's a cost per tray that the hospital or the facility is going to incur. We hear that $50 to $75. We've heard higher than that, but if it's $75, multiply that by 4 of the reduction of the trays. There's $300 on the bottom line of cost savings for a facility for each case. That's just for one case. For the OEM facility, they're having to ship that instrumentation a lot of times in. So if they're shipping that, and they're shipping almost everything overnight, so there's a high cost to each one of those trays that's out there. Those shipping costs are $40 to $45 per tray each way. So if we look at going from 7 trays down to 3, 65% reduction in shipping costs. I know that one of the major OEMs spent last year almost $300 million on shipping.
Just one?
Just one.
And how many procedures did you tell us this morning are being done every year?
Over 1 million.
Wow.
So if you look at an OEM saving, 4 trays on the front side of shipping and then 4 trays on the back side of coming back, you're looking at a $400 to $500 cost savings. Multiply that by
$1 million. That's $500 million in cost savings.
$500 million.
At least opportunity.
Just for the OEM. Now there's also the cost savings on the processing side for the hospital and the facility.